Hey everybody, welcome to episode 31 of Chit Chat. I'm one of your favorite uncles on the internet, Uncle Natty, and sadly enough, I have bad news. We're doing another solo with Natty. Apparently Helgen's cock-cold sugar daddy hurricane is coming for me. First they took my car and now they're trying to take my home. Hurricane Milton. Yeah, it's a weird name for a hurricane. I've actually never met a Milton before. I don't think I ever will, sadly enough. But he's coming for me, for sure. So I have to evacuate the area by Thursday, definitely Tuesday morning. I'll be out of here. And it sucks. But you gotta do what you gotta do when you're living down in a hurricane state. Yeah, I came down here thinking it was the sunny state. Turns out it's the rainy state. But this week, what's going on other than another hurricane to destroy more of the land around us? Shout outs to everybody who survived the first one. I hear terrible things happened up north, and I wish you guys the best. I hope it's not as bad, but supposedly Milton's supposed to be a Category 4. Some say it's going to be a 1, a 2, up to a 5. If you guys don't know the situation currently with Milton, it's supposed to get even higher up the category scale, a 4 and possibly 5 on the way here. But then it's going to lose speed by the time it makes landfall. It'll go down to maybe a 2 or a 1. It's all unknown. All I know, it's going to hit the lower state of Florida. And it kind of sucks. So I got to leave. Just to be safe. But other than that, what happened this week? Well, I got my rental car. So that was nice. I went in exactly when they opened at 8 o'clock. And I got there. There's about 5 people already ahead of me. They got their cars. I got mine. I got a Kia Forte, I believe, or Forte. And it drives nice. I'm not used to the way it angles itself, I would say. It's like an upwards angle, but it is nice. It's a 2023. I have it for at least the next month, which is nice. I should be good until I get a new car. I waited an hour and a half to get it. There's literally so many people that they were getting cars from the dealership to the renter's place as they were giving out the cars, and there was like 3 left by the time I got there. But I got very lucky to get one. It drives nice. I'm not used to the new technology in the car of the Kia. Mainly the automatic steering. It's not where it drives itself. It just stays in the lane. It's this weird steering wheel with these 2 lines on it, and I had to look it up what it was. And it like auto adjusts the car towards inside the middle of the lane at all times. And it's very nerve-wracking, not gonna lie. I tested it out on a long bridge here in Florida just to see what it's like, and it's very nerve-wracking to see your wheel just start turning on its own. I did figure out that if you don't have both lines on each side, it will turn off, so you do have to watch out for that. You can't just be on your phone and whatnot. Do not be distracted driving. It's not meant to replace full-on driving. It's just merely to help you stay in line, which is very nerve-wracking. I don't have it on when I'm around other cars just because I don't trust it. I was driving someone's home a couple days ago, and one of the lines so you could turn left was approaching, and so there was no white line. It was just blank space, and the thing turned off. Yeah, it didn't turn off. It actually tried to go into that lane thinking that's where the road was going. It just thought it was turning. Very scary. So, but you learn. This is how you learn how to drive new advanced vehicles. You guys didn't know, I drove a Ford Focus, a 2016 model. I want to say sedan, but I lost it. It is confirmed to be totaled. I've been paid for it, and now I got to go car searching, which kind of sucks because all the cars are expensive. But we'll see. You know, everybody loves going into debt. I love going into the debt. America loves going into debt. So we get to go into debt again when my car was almost fully paid off. And now I get to do it all over again. So it's going to be a horrific blast. What I do this week? Well, this week I decided to sit down and start painting. You know, I tried to conquer my fears. So I've been trying to paint a bunch of models for Mark III of the Circle of Ouroboros, for a game I do not play. Because I wanted to get into painting, and Warhammer is just too much. Well, Ouroboros is a little bit easier, it seems like. I bought a ton of their models just because I like druids. But then I got really nervous after painting the dogs, because the dogs are very simplistic, right? You paint the fur, you paint the 1 or 2 pieces of armor, and they look good. But I got very nervous with painting the other guys, because I bought a bunch of models that were already like kind of scrap models. Like they weren't painted, but they were primed. Some of them weren't primed. So they're just kind of like guys to play with. But then I got very nervous because they're so tiny. And I didn't want to ruin them by doing a horrible paint job. So, and Andrew talked about the Etsy site with these models that he bought. I bought some too, as you can see. I'm currently painting 2 of them, which are my largest models. First, we're going to start off with the Tiefling girl. I painted her face, her boobs, her horns, her arms, just anything that's skin related, red, because she's a Tiefling. I'm going to go with a light purple for her main outfit look. I did her base brown. I don't know what I'm going to make her tentacles yet. But yeah, her armor is going to be mainly purple. And then I'm going to do probably a brown for everything else, like her belt, the skulls, and the yeah, just like a brown. I think would look good on her. I made her hair brown, made her a brunette. I'm kind of regretting that. I don't think it looks that great, but oh well. That's what these models are for. They're made to experiment, since I'm new to painting. I've never had really a painting class, so but it's all right. She's starting to look decent. Right now, my idea for painting is just to go through with one base layer paint and get the color scheme down of what colors I want on them. And then once that's done, I'm going to go back through with detail and actually finish coloring in all of the colors with more layers, just so I get an idea of what I can see what it's going to look like. I did screw up my orc I'm about to talk about, so bear with me. So I started painting the orc, and I started off with the hammer. It was the easiest one, stone. I got a stone paint for it, so I painted it gray. Then I went in with the brown leather to give it that leathery look around the stone, to make it look like, you know, it's old-fashioned. It's just basic roping. And then I did the base. I didn't want the base to look exactly like the stone, even though it's stone. Or it could be grass, I guess. But there's a lot of stone that he's standing on. You know, a lot of rocks. And I didn't want it to look the same. So I made it this sandstone type of look to make it stand out more, and I'm very happy with it. Then I went with the skin. I went with the orcish green skin. And I got his hands, I got his feet, I got his sides. Honestly, the hardest part was just trying to determine what was armor and what was skin. Because when everything looks the same, the reason why I don't like black outer painting is it makes everything look the same and you can't really see the details, in my opinion, until you paint over it. Which you could tell by when I did the armor. When I did the armor, I originally was going to do a purple armor with a black kind of second outline. But I was like, well, I'm going to do multiple layers. I'm going to paint his armor black, but with it's called like a midnight purple or something like that. Or dark shadow purple. Basically, it's black with a hint of purple if you look at it close enough. But it's pretty much 99% black, if anything. And I was going to paint over it, but then I didn't like the look of it. But I already committed so much to it, and I went into this diagonal line, which is kind of neat. And at first I was upset with it, because I was like, man, I ruined this thing. It sucks. It's not good anymore. It's going to be not uniformed. It's not going to look great. And then I kind of realized that I could fill in these gaps with these holes of this black with the purple armor and give it a nice little creative, cool look. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to leave it as is and just consider that like his painting armor with that diagonal black, and just fill in the gaps with the purple armor to give it that neat little unique look. But it's not uniformed, and you know what, that's okay. This is why I bought him, was to practice on him, practice different painting styles, practice new things that I never got to do or don't want to try to do until I have a more mastery of it. So I'm going to do his backside with the it seems like fur. I'm going to make that brown to give it some more color. I ended up painting the horns too. The horns are supposed to be horns. They're supposed to be bone color. But I don't know how to make bone color, and I don't really have any bone color paints. And I tried to search up a video on how to make bone colors, and the guy was like painting skeletons that looked really cool. But I tried. He used the brown, and then he used like a lighter brown. A lighter brown says like weird tan white. I tried to mimic the same thing, and I got this brown that was dark, and it looked like a nice little tree trunk kind of brown. And then I went with a lighter brown, which is what you see now. And to be honest with you, it looks nice. I'm considering this to be wood, and the orc is using it to just as decoration, right? He's attached two sharp pieces of wood on the back end to hold up his fellows, and that's it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it looks nice. I'm probably gonna use steel on the chains to give it that chainy look. The back, I'll probably have to go in with more detail. Oh yeah, this is my orc guy for now. He looks like he's coming together finally. He's starting to get his own personality. He's looking different, more unique than just basic guys. And I couldn't be happier with him. But you know, it's gonna be a work in progress. I still have to go in and polish it and finish it and everything. But it's for sure a work in progress. And I quite enjoy it. I was working on it all night, you know. I gotta go back in with some spotting detail on his skin. I gotta figure out how to do his teeth. I think about just making his teeth white. You know, paint over his burnt green teeth. Yeah, well, that works. Maybe make a yellow somehow. You know, what colors do I have to combine to make a yellow out of green? But it's looking nice. I'm quite happy with it. I gotta figure out what to do with the spikes. I might make those steel too. And go from there. But I'll probably focus on doing the armor first, and then do everything. You know what I mean? Go back in with the detail on everything now. And then the spike stuff that goes upwards, focus on working on that. But yeah, it looks nice. Very proud of it. Very well done in my opinion. Anyways, that was this week with Uncle Natty, one of your favorite uncles on the internet. I wish you guys the best. If you're in Florida, or if you're any states adjacent to Florida who has been hit with the hurricane before, Milton, I wish you the best. I hope for the best. Take care. We care about you. But this was episode 31 with Uncle Natty solo. Uncle Andrew will be back in the next episode. So see you guys next time. Bye bye.